Welcome to Getting to Know You. I'm your host, Eman Tuzman-Eagan, and I'm happy to welcome you to this podcast where we get to know members of the Berkshire Hills Music Academy better. Our guest for today's episode of Getting to Know You is Jake Goldstein, joining us live from Berkshire Hills.
Hey,
welcome, Jake.
Hey, what's happening? What's going on, man?
So, question number one is, how long have you been in Berkshire Hills?
Almost 2 years. I started in January, right before the pandemic. So it's number 2, and the second anniversary is coming up. Yeah.
Second question is, how long have you been playing guitar?
On and off for about 10 years or so. There was a point where, as most guitarists know, that tricky F chord can kind of be discouraging. So I kind of put it down for a while, and then I was like, well, I probably should start to learn how to play it better. And so for about 10 years or so. Yeah.
Third question, what is your favorite style of guitar to play? Is it electric or acoustic?
I like both. I don't really have a preference whether it's acoustic or electric. I'm more of a rhythm kind of guy, so I can do chord changes pretty easily. I'm not a huge fan of lead because I really can't. I don't really know licks. I can't really memorize where notes are on the upper part of the fretboard. So, as long as I'm playing rhythm, regardless of electric or acoustic, it's all good.
Question number 4, where did you do your education?
That's a good question. So went to Mount Wachusett Community College, and I spent about 2 years there and got my associates in liberal arts. And then I went to Franklin Pierce University in Orange, New Hampshire, and I got my bachelor's in music production, something like that. So, yeah, and that's about it so far. Looking towards grad school, hopefully next fall.
Question number 5, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Gardner, Massachusetts, so that's about an hour from here or so. And I've been out here in the Western Mass area for about 4 years or so.
Question number 6, what drew you to music?
What drew me to music? I was about 5, 6, 7 years old or so, something like that, and I remember watching TV, and you get a kick out of this. Richard Simmons was on the television, sweating to the oldies, and it was honest to God, it was Peggy Sue, it was Great Balls of Fire, and at 5, 6, 7, I was like, I want to do that, whatever that is. I don't know what I want to play music as I get older, and so I think that was pretty cool. And so, at 10, I started playing trumpet, and 20 something, I started to play guitar, and kind of helped me get from where I was to where I am now. So it was Richard Simmons, man. Richard Simmons kind of paved the way.
Question number 7. What is your favorite type of music to play?
Oh, rockabilly. Absolutely. So like 50s, 60s. My parents were born in the 50s, and so when I was a kid, that's all I grew up listening to was Bob Dylan and the Beatles and Jerry Lee Lewis, Chuck Berry, Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash. And so that's what I love the most. Of course, I have a soft spot for 90s alt rock. Of course, like every 90s kid, I'm sure does in some way, shape, or form. But that's my favorite. Rockabilly that's where it's at.
Question number 8. If you could play with any musician, dead or alive, who would it be?
Oh, John Lennon, man. Jimi Hendrix, George Harrison, Kurt Cobain, Johnny Cash. I don't know. Charlie Watts. Yeah.
Question number 9. If you had a superpower, what would it be and why?
Invisibility, because I hate flying. I really do. As soon as takeoff happens, that's when I'm most anxious. But I think a lot of people say flying, so I'm going to choose invisibility. It could be invisible anytime.
So what brought you to BHMA?
So I was working in a day program, and I was going for my MAP certification, which is Massachusetts Administration for Meds, and I can pass meds. And the person who was testing me said, "Hey, what do you do?" And I said, "I work with people who have disabilities, and I teach music on the side." And she said, "Have you ever heard of Berkshire Hills Music Academy?" And so I applied right away. And then 6 months later, I got a call from Mike McCardle.
What do you do at BHMA?
So I'm a music teacher, and I do a wide variety of different things, including assisting in group lessons, group performances. I help assist students who are actively going out and performing at nursing homes. I give individual lessons in guitar, voice, and trumpet. And I run a couple ensembles in the afternoons, sometimes rock ensembles. We learn about dynamics. We learn about listening with each other. We learn about how to work with individuals who are on different parts of how they can play, what they can do. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I really appreciate and I really enjoy what I do as a music teacher.
I heard you work with Chris. How's that working?
Great.
You work alongside him?
Yeah. I'm more of an assistant kind of
He's
person.
a leader?
Yeah. I mean, we kind of like flip-flop back and forth, just kind of like I work with Ben, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's sometimes I run a couple songs, he runs a couple songs, so we just kind of bounce back and forth, and that's what I love about this department. We kind of we help when we need to help out, and we're all comrades in this department, which is pretty cool.
Can you tell us about your experience as a house manager?
Yeah, sure. So it was definitely pretty busy. I liked what I was doing in a sense that I could help these guys eat well, exercise, and also do a lot of outdoor and community events. I was a house manager for about a year, kind of overseeing 3 individuals, working with the state, working with their parents, working with Mike McCardle, Nicole Keene, and then also working with the individuals. It was definitely very busy, a lot of paperwork, but it was a good experience. But I certainly enjoy being a music teacher a whole lot better.
I understand the individuals go here.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, they go. They attend. They turn BHMA.
That's what I.
Yeah.
That's my understanding.
Yeah. That's right.
What is your favorite class to teach?
I don't know, man. I honestly cannot pick a favorite class. I really love all the classes I teach. I don't think there's one that kind of jumps out more than others. I've been a music teacher here for a little more than a month or so. I mean, I don't know if it's still honeymoon period or I'm just, enjoying it as it is, but it's all good to me,
Yeah, what is your favorite piece to play on the trumpet?
Anything jazz. I was when I was in school. It was mostly classical and jazz music because that's just kind of what you played in school, especially through college. And I'm sure I had a particular piece in mind when I was doing a lot of classical that I enjoyed the most. But I took about a 5-year break for trumpet, and it was just about a year ago. My kids were kind of rummaging around in my parents' house and found this old trumpet that I had. And they said, "Hey, Dad, how does this work?" And, I said, "You got to put your lips together and blow." And then so I was showing them how to play trumpet, and I said, "Well, I think I might want to get back into horn a little bit, kind of play something I really enjoy." So I've been slowly picking up, different jazz books, different jazz studies, learning how trumpets are made, and eventually we'll be purchasing a jazz-specific horn.
Do you have a favorite jazz player? horn players?
I do. I like Louis Armstrong. I like Maynard Ferguson. I like Wynton Marsalis. I like Chuck Mangione. I like Al Hirt. Al Hirt's really cool. He's a guy from New Orleans that was really popular in the 60s.
New Orleans is known for jazz.
What's that?
New Orleans is known for jazz.
Yeah.
Birthplace
So,
of jazz.
I mean, anything that has that cool, like, ragtime kind of sound, absolutely. I even go as far back as King Oliver, who taught Louis Armstrong how to play. You know what I mean? This is, like, probably early 1900s or so. Yeah. Harry James is pretty cool. I like Harry. Is more of a swing kind of trumpet player, but, still in the realm of jazz. Yeah.
You said the Marsalis brothers?
Wynton Marsalis, yeah. I saw Wynton Marsalis once
when I
was like a kid.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's really
brother?
cool. And I'm saddened to hear that Ellis Marsalis died of COVID.
Do you have a favorite brother?
Wynton?
Wynton or Branford?
I know Branford, doesn't he play saxophone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't play wind, right? No trumpet?
I mean, I mostly go for Wynton because he's a trumpet player, and that's.
His brother is one of the trumpet, right? Winford.
I don't know, but it's. I mean, Wynton Marsalis. I've been listening to him since I was like 13.
Yeah.
He's always playing something called the Carnival of Venice. That's one of his most popular recordings. So.
I don't play trumpet myself, but I'd probably have to choose Miles Davis.
What's that?
Miles Davis.
Miles, yeah.
Miles Davis.
Miles. Oh, yeah,
Davis
Miles is great.
I
I actually just went to a record store and I picked up a Miles album.
I don't play trumpet, though I don't know if he plays trumpet or not.
Oh, Dizzy. I forgot Dizzy. I love Dizzy.
Right?
Dizzy Gillespie is super cool. Miles Davis.
Miles is my man.
Freddie Hubbard. Freddie Hubbard, if you want to hear some fast licks on the horn. Freddie Hubbard. Clifford Brown. Clifford Brown is a great trumpet player. Yeah.
Curtis Mayfield.
Chet Baker. Curtis Mayfield.
Oh, Chet Baker.
Guitar,
yeah,
right?
he's cool. He's all right. I mean, I think he's cool. Yeah.
I love Chet Baker.
Yeah.
I like his singing voice.
But what's cool is that like a lot of those trumpet players like Chet Baker, Miles Davis. I want to. I don't think.
I don't even know if Miles plays trumpet.
Yeah. They shared a very Chris Body. Those trumpet players share a very similar horn, which is called a Martin Committee, which is like, man, if you were a horn player in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and you were playing jazz, that was like the horn, you wanted to play. So, what's up?
Those guys playing?
Yeah, it was a Martin Committee
horn
trumpet.
You play?
Yeah. So it was like that dark, smoky, like cool jazz horn. Yeah. So I've played trumpets that are similar to Martin. And surprisingly, I think they're just all right. Like I'm looking for a dark, smoky trumpet, but I guess the sound is all up here.
Is your main instrument guitar or trumpet?
I started off on a trumpet, and then I went to piano when I was like 15, and then guitar when I was in my early 20s.
So you can't probably pick a favorite piano player, right?
Oh, piano player, Fats Domino, Little Richard, Jerry Lee Lewis, anything that has like that sort of boogie woogie kind of sound.
Do you have a favorite guitar player?
Favorite guitar player, Buddy Holly. Buddy Holly is my favorite.
Not a bad choice.
Yeah, Buddy Holly. Yeah. And I'm just starting to pick up the bass a little bit, so that's cool.
What are your vocal styles like?
I mean, like I said, I do a lot of 50s and 60s because that's just what I know best, and that's what I grew up on. So. Almost every other weekend I'm out playing at a bar or a restaurant or a farm or somewhere else.
In Gardner?
Well, either in Gardner. I mean, I go all over the place, man. I've been out from like Fall River to Great Barrington to Lancaster to Leominster to Shelburne Falls.
My dad lives out there. I love it out there.
Yeah. I mean, anywhere who wants to hire me, really.
You ever played East Hampton?
East Hampton? Yeah, I played at Luthier's.
If you want to gig in East Hampton, Luthier's, my dad can hook you up.
I played there. I played there.
You gig there?
Yeah. I played
That's where
there.
He gigs.
I played there in October.
That's where he gigs.
Nice. Yeah.
He gigs all around like you do.
Yeah, and I go by Jukebox Jake because I play a lot of jukebox music.
Huh.
So, yeah, I play a banjo, uke, and a guitar, and it's fun.
Where in Shelburne Falls you played?
I played at the Flood River Brewery.
That's where he plays.
Yeah.
It's like close to his house.
Yeah. It's a
nice
cool
place
little spot, Very,
That's
very
where he
small,
gigs.
but very cool. The owners are very nice.
That's where he gigs.
Yeah. I've even gone out to Jeepers. Where is that? Littleton. I've played out in Littleton before.
Littleton, Mass?
Littleton, Mass. Yeah.
I think he told me. I don't think he's ever been outside of
Yeah,
Shelburne
I mean,
Falls.
it's
He
probably
doesn't
about
gig that far
a
out.
2-hour trip or something. Maybe an hour and a half from here. I've played in Phillipston. I've played in Orange. Just wherever they want me, I'll go.
Do you have a next gig coming up?
I do, yeah. I have my last gig of the year, which is like in the middle of the week. It's on a Thursday. It's Thursday.
A week from today?
No, it's in December.
Oh, so not in November.
No. So I got a couple weeks.
Where's
Thursday,
the
December
venue?
9th. It's in Winchington.
Huh, where is that?
So Central Mass.
Yeah, so you only sometimes play in the Boston area?
I mean, I haven't really played in the. I mean, I've gone.
You said as far as Fall River.
That was for a wedding.
Okay.
That one time. You know what I mean?
It's in Winchington?
Winchington is Central Mass.
That's where you're playing on the 9th?
Yeah. I'm playing with a buddy of mine, but I think I've gone as far as like Lunenburg and Littleton. That's probably about as far as Boston I'll get.
Okay.
So
Like outskirts of Boston?
what's up?
Like outside
Yeah,
of Boston?
outskirts. Yeah. I've even gone on like the outskirts of Worcester to like the Hardwick.
Okay.
Yeah, I've gone out to Hardwick a bunch of times. So yeah, I mean,
Wherever
wherever the road takes me, man. Yeah.
wherever they want you to play.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
No problem, man. Happy to be here.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to today's episode of Getting to Know You. I'd like to thank Jake for taking the time to talk with us. Our theme song is Getting to Know You by Rodgers and Hammerstein, performed by BHMA community member Franklin Nichols. Editing is done by Ben Rosenthal. Creative direction by me, Eman Tuzman-Eagan, with creative support from my mom. We hope you enjoyed the show.